Happy Monday out there, world. I will continue to share my testimony as I am led to. But today, I wanted to share something else. It is as though the more I talk about God and the things that He is allowing me to share, opposition tries to come about. But nonetheless, I am going to continue to do what thus saith the Lord. I am not backing down. I am in a position where I know that God is with me, even though the opposition comes, because the enemy does not want me to get on these platforms and to do what God is calling me to do. And yesterday was an example of that. I won't get into much detail, but I believe it's important to share this because this is the transparency in this walk. And I know there'll be more moments of transparency because it's needed, right? So yesterday I made a video. I went to church, and yes, today is a new day. So the focus is on this day. But what took place on yesterday did something in me on today. Yesterday, the enemy tried to trigger me real bad. And it was actually before I was going to bed. And what's so funny is about that, my man of God was speaking on that if the enemy can make you angry or get you mad before you close your eyes, and God has something in store for you the next day, then you give in to what the enemy is trying to do, make you mad, make you upset, make you angry, and you take that into the next day, you've pretty much canceled out what God is trying to do because you've given the enemy place. And God has gotten me to a point where He is allowing me to see what it is that the enemy is trying to do, so that I am not so quickly triggered or get upset or give in to the things of the enemy, because he wants me to forfeit what God is trying to do. But yesterday I was triggered for a moment, because I'm like, there's a lot that I have handled and I have taken and I have suppressed and I have let go of, or I have just let be. But when it comes to the ones that I love that can't advocate for themselves, that makes it a little difficult. And of course, especially when they come from you. Okay? So I had a moment. And then God pulled me back in, and He reminded me that He has all things under control. He has sustained. He has protected. Even in things where I have felt like, here we are again. This shouldn't be something that a child should be experiencing. This is not something a child asks for. This is based upon a choice made by adults. And so I've been having God has been dealing with me on it, because I'm like, God, I acknowledge the choices I made. I acknowledge that there had to be some growth. I acknowledge that there were times that I didn't give my best. There are times where I could have done better. I acknowledge that. I sit with that. So I share all of this to say, count it all joy. Count it all joy, because as long as you keep doing what God has told you to do, as long as I keep doing what God has told me to do, He's going to handle the rest. It's not something you have to carry. It's not something that I have to carry. He's into the details. He knew what was going to happen before it happened. So don't take on that responsibility. Let God do what He needs to do, what He's responsible for. And you do what you are called and purposed to do. That's it for today. Until next time, I'll see you all later.